think I got some garlic sauce on my nose. That is so good. Hey everybody, welcome into Uncle Drew's Kitchen. We're back. One of my favorites tonight. We've got steak, we've got garlic sauce, and we've got the homemade burrito, which you can find the recipe for on my channel. Let's get after it. Boom!
Season up that steak with salt and pepper. If you have the time to put it in the fridge and marinate it for an hour, even better, just make sure you wrap it tightly. Next up, let's get it on the pan. It's gotta be hot before you put it in. Be careful only to flip this steak one time. And depending on your cast iron and your stove, this might cook in 90 seconds or less on each side. So let's not overcook it, because once we take it off the stove, it's going to continue cooking. That internal temp is gonna be very high. Okay, next up, our bell peppers and onions. I had these left over from the previous day, so this is great. I can pop them in the same pan that I just cooked my steak in. It'll start absorbing those flavors up, and it's as if I've got a fresh new dish. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna add in a little bit of butter, and now I've got some fresh mushrooms. These are a great flavor in the steak sandwich, especially with my garlic sauce. Make sure that you toast or warm up your tortilla.
Okay everybody, you'll see I've got everything ready out here. I'm leaving my steak rest for a few more minutes. That's really important. I've heated up my burrito right inside that same pan, and that's so important because it starts absorbing all of the flavors from the steak, from the vegetables, which are bell peppers and onions, as well as the mushrooms that were all sauteed in that same pan. So that nice homemade burrito, again, you can find that recipe right on my channel, absorbs up all the flavors of everything that was just in the pan.
Okay, let's get to it with a good thick layer of our garlic sauce. That recipe, of course, is on my channel. Let's layer in some grated cheese. And here come those great bell peppers and onions. A good thick layer of our sauteed mushrooms. These all work really well together. Here comes our sliced strip loin steak, the star of the show. And of course, we're going to finish this off with another layer of this fantastic garlic sauce. And just a couple of green onions for a little bit of color and extra flavor. The hardest part here is waiting to eat. This looks delicious. Go ahead and try this. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right down there, and let's get to testing this one out.
Okay, and there you have it, everybody. Your nice steak burrito in a homemade tortilla. You've got bell peppers, onions sauteed together, some mushrooms, our homemade garlic sauce, which the recipe is also on the channel for that. We've got cheese in there and some green onions to finish it off. So as is the custom here on Uncle Drew's channel, we're gonna get in there and give this a taste. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is gonna be spectacular. Oh, look at this guy. I can't believe this was with a homemade tortilla. Oh, it'll be delicious. Here we go. Watch the eyes. Although this is a bad eye and I've got to keep it kind of closed right now because the light's bothering it, but watch the good eye over here and you'll know how good this is right away. Oh, that is so good. Whoa. You've got to make this at home. I kid you not. Let me tell you something. There have been many times over the last month or so, 6 weeks since I started filming all of the cooking adventures that I've been conjuring up for years. Most of the time I'm left eating right over this island right here, just like this. Fork and knife on meals, but these types of guys are right here, and I'll tell you what, I don't mind it one bit. I can't begin to describe how good this steak sandwich is with the garlic sauce, the mushrooms, the bell peppers, the cheese. Don't forget, there is cheese in there too. And a homemade tortilla makes me feel so much better that I did everything in here on my own, and you can too. Tortillas are gonna take a little bit of work and technique and getting in there, but once you make them and you start getting the hang of it, you can put them in your freezer. Once they're cooked, you can put the whole dough in there and defrost it later on when you wanna make one. There's so many things that you can do. I really hope that you try this one. The steak sandwiches are just getting better and better by the day when I'm making them. A lot of it is that garlic mayo sauce that I'm putting in there. And again, recipes on everything's on the channel that's in here right now. I didn't make the cheese. This is so good. I cannot describe to you how good the steak sandwich is. seriously, get on my channel. You gotta look at the full recipe here for the garlic mayo. This is just too good. Too good. This has taken over the #1 spot now for my steak sandwiches, steak burritos, whatever you want to call them. Steak in heaven is what I'm calling this. If you want comfort food, if this one doesn't comfort for you, I don't know what will. I don't know how I can help if this won't comfort you. This is so good. This is so, I could do a whole video on me just eating this and enjoying it because I'm grinning from ear to ear. That's how good this one is. I'm gonna get messy here, but I don't care. I would put this recipe up against anyone's, honestly. That's how good this is. I think I got some garlic sauce on my nose. In hindsight, I could have used a piece of tin foil underneath to make sure it didn't drip all over me, but I don't care. The beauty is, I had the tortillas made. I did those yesterday. So I had those all prepared. I had the bell peppers already cooked up from the chicken burritos that I was making with those tortillas yesterday, which turned out fantastic. So those were already cooked. I just threw them back in the same pan as the steak was cooked in, absorbed those steak flavors and the spices, then heated up that tortilla in the same pan. So there wasn't much prep work. There was more prep work into trying to set up the cameras and film than there was to actually cooking the food. Probably trying to look at my bad eye right now and see what's going on. If you can see it, I think I can see something there. Look at it. Okay,